entrepreneur, baker, and cake decorator for Triple S Creation, where love at first bite becomes a reality. My dream was to become a fashion designer, and I even did the subject, which is textile, clothing, and fashion. But eventually, things changed after I finished high school. Um, I eventually went into cake decorating, and I also went in business stream, but I never really had liked the subject. But I did well in it at CXC, and now I'm a business owner.
So, where would you see the passion for cake decorating stem from?
It stemmed from when I was 14. I was at my one of my friends' mom house, and she was doing a cake for my birthday. And after I saw it, it's like, I don't know, like some kind of spark came up within me, and from since then I started coming home trying to bake cake and put an icing on a cake. And truth be told, the way how my cakes would come out now, it it didn't come out at that way at age 14. Um how it used to come out, I used to be very disappointed, but I didn't let that stop me from still trying to do my best in the craft.
Okay, so what would you say were the most challenging or embarrassing moments you ever had while doing cakes?
Um, ah, I don't know. Probably sometime I probably did a cake and the icing fell off, and I could remember doing a wedding cake, and I didn't know that the cake isn't supposed to be in the sun, right? I would say I was an immature cake decorator, and I did the cake. This cake looks so nice. I did a cake and I carried it in the sun because the girl had said she wanted the cake to be in the sun. So after I did the cake and I left it in the sun, the icing melted off. But I then went away, and then she messaged me, tell me, and I was so disappointed. I cried and all of that, but she was really understanding and everything. So I guess that was my luck.
How did you overcome those challenges?
Okay, I think to get better in something, you must always have an open mind. I always approach everything with an open mind. I love to ask questions about these things to get to know more about it. And practice, you have to be determined. And next thing, humble. You can't play like you know it all, and then when somebody come to try and tell you something, you won't take their advice and stuff like that. You have to keep an open mind. So when someone is giving you tips, you'll know what to do next. You'll know how to approach a situation.
Remember the day when you risked everything just to make your dreams stay flat. Remember when people didn't understand your plans, but that was quite all.
This process is called the crumble process, where you would seal in the crumbs in the cake. So when you put it on the final layer, it's gonna look clean and sealed.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And the sun didn't shine today. What you gonna do? Friend, what you gonna do? Listen to me. Nobody ever promised that the road was nice, and if your dreams gon' live, you gotta pay the price. You've got to know your friends from your foes. In hard times, your fate must rise. Push a little harder, go a little.
This is stuck in the cake.
What this helps with?
This here does help hold up the cake that going to the top.
Times your fate must rise. Push a little harder, go a little further, pray a little deeper, clinging to the keeper till you reach the finish line. Don't you stop till the
Kindly highlight a few positives that keeps you motivated to keep getting better at what you do.
Um, I think you have to get a passion. If you decide to enter into the cake decorating industry just for the money, a lot of times you'll feel as though you want to give up and this is not for you. If you have a passion for what you want to do, if you have a passion for cake decorating, if you have a passion for baking, that is what is going to keep you going. That is going to fuel your desire to keep you going. And next thing, you have to be disciplined. You can't like say one day that you're gonna do this and then the next day you want to give up. You have to be determined, because when you're not determined, you have to face challenges. It'll be difficult, and sometimes when you face challenges, you want to give up.
What are your greatest accomplishments so far in the cake industry?
All right, my first great accomplishment was starting my business, because at first I didn't have a business. I used to work as a cake decorator for a company, and I never had saw the need really to start a business. But I'd say God put us in some tough situations so we could be pushed into a better situation. So my first great accomplishment in cake decorating is starting my business. My second great accomplishment is being advertised in the newspaper. I would have also been nominated for the Caribbean Baking Awards as Best Buttercream Cake. And I'll let you guys know when the voting is open in September. You can keep posted on my business page.
Do you have any certificates or accolades you'd like to put out there?
I'm currently a business management student. I won't say where. And I have 3 certificates in cake decorating, both beginners and advanced.
Do you see growth for yourself and business in your community, Kwakwani?
I would say yes, but I think there's always need for expansion and improvement if I do decide to step out of my community, so I could better provide service for my community and Guyana at large.
What are the various occasions do you cater for?
The various occasions I cater for are birthday parties, anniversary parties, baby showers, and many other occasions. I also do have intention on providing different cake flavors, and I have this event called Sample September coming up. I plan to let it be annually, where you'll be able to try different cake flavors, different cinnamon roll flavors, and cheesecakes. This will be happening on the 16th of September.
You mentioned sample. When persons hear sample, it's free, right?
No.
So emphasize for the public.
Okay, so we'll have cake jars and we'll have cinnamon roll sample boxes that you have to pay for, and cheesecakes in cups.
Do you just cater to the needs of persons only in Kwakwani, or persons outside of Kwakwani can also place orders?
Persons outside of Kwakwani can also place their orders. I do have customers in Paraima, Aichuni, and also Linden. And one time I took the risk and take a cake to Georgetown, but currently I do not, due to unforeseen circumstances beyond my control, I do not provide cakes for Linden and Georgetown. To place an order, you can message me on WhatsApp, not phone call. And I would mostly be responsive on WhatsApp, not Messenger, not Instagram. But when I do see the message, I do reply. All orders must be placed 1 to 2 weeks in advance. 50% non-refundable deposit is required to secure your order, and the other half is paid upon pickup or delivery.
So kindly explain why the 1 to 2 weeks time span to place an order.
Reason why people should place their order 1 to 2 weeks in advance is because we're living in Kwakwani and it's not, you can't say like I'll make a run to Bunky or make a run to this cake decorating store to grab last minute items for a cake. So what I would usually do is have somebody in town, shout out to Luan Roberts Hall for always assisting me with setting up cake decorating tools and cake decoration. And next reason why you should place your order 1 to 2 weeks in advance is because complex cakes are timely, especially those with fondant design, and they'll take some time to prep for it. If it have fondant design or if the cake is tiered. And depending on my schedule, I may be booked out for that day. And to note, wedding cake orders should be placed 3 to 6 months in advance, so this will give me enough time to bring the bride idea to life.
Girl, you never make mistakes. You know the start and the outcome.
Really like her cake. It tastes really nice. That's the first time I do cake with her. This is the third time actually. Start to really like the cake. So my whole household they like her cake. So that's the reason why I order from her. I don't mind the price because the cake is very good. The service is very good. Plus the delivery too is very good.
I know some days I worry because my heart gets old.
So how can persons reach out to Triple S Creations? What are your contact information and social media handles?
Okay, you can contact me on WhatsApp on 649-5056, and you can also find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. On Facebook, you can find me as Triple S Creations. On both TikTok and Instagram, you can find me as triple.s.creations, third one.